Greg McCracken. Get it cracked.
Do you have a brother named Philip?
Do you have any advice for adding surrounds to a small room with a couch that's against the wall? Surrounds a small room with a couch against the wall. Tried surround bookshelves, but they were uneven if you didn't sit in the exact center of the couch. Yeah.
So, okay, so I have this problem in both places. In Mammoth, that house was there. So you know what I did? I always sat on the left side of the couch. Shocker. Secret. Exposed. That was my main listening position. Not the middle of the couch where I sat in the couch. So obviously the left surround would be quieter than the right surround.
Yeah.
That's the way. That's what I would do. That's what I would do. If you're sitting on the left or if you're sitting on the right, then tune it for that. That's it. That's what I would do. And I had the side surround. They're like flanking, so they're like right. But like, you know, one like this and one like this. So just have to figure it out. That's what I would do. What'd you do?
Here's the thing: is I'll tell you. I used to live in an apartment where I could only do a 5 ear level system. When I moved here and I was able to put rear surrounds, I could tell like that's a nice change to hear something that's coming from behind you that's far noticeable, right?
Big time.
It's very noticeable, and I like the effect, right? Now you can't do that if your couch is against the wall, and I wouldn't even try. Like, don't try to like force speakers back there, because the problem is, even if you could put some right against the wall, it's not far enough. Ideally, you'd want Chana's setup where everything's equidistant, like you're in the center of all of them, would give you the best effect. So you wouldn't want your front speakers to be far and then your rear speakers to be real close. Even if you could, it'd just be like more distraction than anything, I bet. Right? So what you can do, though, is make sure that the surrounds that you're using, so the surrounds are going to take over they're going to kind of take the spot of the rear surrounds, right?
Yeah.
It's going to be mixed. It's going to be rear surround and side surround stuff that's happening.
Yeah. And then if you have 0.2 high channels and something's flying overhead and they don't put it 100% in the height plane, you're getting sound from that should be in the rear height is going to be in your side surround or whatever surround you have. Because it just kind of gets folded in, which is another fun little quirk.
One trick that you may want to try is, you know, they recommend pointing the speakers directly at you. I would say maybe trying to point them like away, so you're not getting so much direct sound. Like you're getting a little bit more of a diffuse.
You're like 30% away or something. Like just
I know that Atmos doesn't recommend using anything that's like a dipole. No, they don't recommend that.
Sorry, Marv. Yep.
They want it to be a very direct sound, right?
I used bipoles. They were great.
The truth is, like, sometimes it's too distracting, right? When you're getting direct sounds from something, it's just too distracting. Like, it's more like you want just an ambient sound effect.
You want it to be diffused. You want it demure.
Yeah, demure. You want a demure sound, right? And you can't do that if you're right next to it. Like, there's no diffusion happening. You're just hearing the direct sound from the speaker, right? And typically with distance, you get a little diffusion, right? You're getting a little bit of reflections off the sidewalls and things like that. But even if they don't recommend it, I say, you know, you may want to try it. One thing you can do is just point the speakers backwards a little bit, like be off axis to them, right? So that you're not getting the direct sound, you know, immediate sound. I am using these Arendal tripole surround. Tripole, meaning there's one that's facing directly at you, right? There's one facing forward, and then there's one facing back. And what it does is it cancels out the sound that's facing forward. Like none of the sound is going forward, right? And it's just basically angling all the sound like directly towards you and behind you, right? But you can, I've taken measurements of it, and you can kind of get the same effect just by turning your speaker. So try that. Okay. Try the okay. But yeah, if you're not in the center of the couch, that's a problem with the surrounds right next to you, any movement side to side, it really pulls in that direction, right?
Yeah.
So the more diffuse you have it, it's just kind of like, yeah, I can hear it's changing, but not as extreme.
Look at Mike's like same left side of the couch MLP here as well. And to really piss the wife off, the couch isn't centered. That's hilarious, dude. He also said, also try raising the surrounds up, pointing them down, especially for 5.1. Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, a lot of people used to do like a elevated rear surround sound stage or whatever. I never liked that idea, but it could work, especially if you have Atmos. It's probably not the best idea, but it could work in a 5.1.
Yeah, sometimes just you want it to be less distracting. Like you're sacrificing the accuracy of an Atmos placement for not annoying you. Right? That's the trade-off.
Now, if you can't catch the show, we do have an audio version at anchor.fm/daily HiFi. So make sure to go on over there if you like to listen to the show.